I'm Johnny Scope, and this is just a podcast. So listen, it was supposed to be an update, a medical update. It's a holiday here in the States. Last night I was laying in bed. I thought, man, what time is your appointment? I've been thinking all week long, man, it's Monday. There's a reason. By the way, isn't this cool? I like the kind of, it's raining all over the place. I've moved 3 times, and the rain keeps getting me, so I'm trying to get I'm so glad this mistake isn't mine. So this morning I called. I looked at my paperwork, and sure enough, it says Monday, but there's no time slot. So I waited until their office opened. I called them up. Got their answering service. They said, no, sorry, they're closed. Call tomorrow. And I don't really, you know what's great about this? I'm a little disappointed because I wanted some information today. I know you guys did. But I'm really psyched that this wasn't my error, because this is something that would be my error usually. Like always. And like in 1,000 different chances, this is my mistake 999 times. And this is the one time it wasn't. So, I have my appointment tomorrow, and I will give you information as soon as I know it, I promise. Yoda Be At One asked what you guys wanted to hear me talk about, or on the podcast. If you're new to the channel, Stuff I Eat, that's Chase the Heat. But I have podcasts I do weekly, where we just kind of talk, and I address things that you guys mention in comments. So if you guys want me to talk about something, throw it in the comment, we'll do it. But anyway, Yoda says, just your perspective on life. You seem to have wisdom. Hearing someone else's experience can be like a pep talk when coming from someone who has walked a particular path. So I thought I would touch base on that. It's funny, if you'd asked me that question like throughout my life, you would have gotten just different answers. Obviously, because that's a life experience. You change, you get better at the game. When I was young, I thought I had every answer in the book. And now, as I'm older, I realize I don't know anything. I don't know. I think I love the answer, I don't know. You don't hear people say it too often. If you ask a question, everybody's got an opinion on everything. So, when someone is honest and says, I don't know, I love that. When we're talking, we aren't learning, we're just spitting out what people have told us. There's no original thoughts. It's when we have our mouths closed that we're learning. We listen. But, my whole thing is this. My whole perspective on life is this. Look, we all have jobs, all right? At your job, don't you want to get better at it, right? What's the byproduct of getting better at your job? Well, you'll have more fun there. You probably may make more money. So there are some benefits of getting better at your job, right? If you guys play sports, any men and women, kids, play sports, you want to get better at it, right? You practice. What is the byproduct of getting better at the sport you play? More victories, less defeats, more enjoyment out of the game, more command over the game you play, right? Instrument you play, it's the same thing. You get better at what you do. But in life, I think we pick and choose little aspects, little segments of our life. We want to get better. I want to get better at guitar. I want to get better at eating chilies. Well, I want to get better at the big game, the big picture. I don't really want to be around like people who aren't engaged and they don't have both of their oars in the water. I want to be around people who are living on purpose. I want to be around people who have great energy and good ideas and want to be better. I don't want to be, the converse of that is I don't want to be around people who really don't care, who walk around with their switches down, who don't really have a goal. I don't want to, time is the greatest commodity. You can't generate more of it. You know what I mean? You can't get more time. So who you share your time with is really critical in life. We only get one trip. I don't want to share my time with people who are not engaged, who aren't actively trying to better themselves at the game. You know what I mean? And I was talking to my brother Tommy the other day, And this really, I sent him this, and it really had an impact on him, and it has had an impact on me. I'm going to spend the rest of my life making other people feel less broken. To me, that's, I want to be around people who think like that. In I don't know, in life, to me, I've learned some things for sure I've learned. If you want more love in your life, you have to give more love. All right? If you want more respect, give more respect. If you want more money, give more money. Whatever you want more of, give it away. It sounds crazy, but it's the truth. So it's amazing. I watched a video the other day on YouTube where all it was like a couple of minutes long of people just showing someone's face, and then someone, I think they said, "You're beautiful," or "You look beautiful." A compliment. They paid the person a compliment. And you saw the look on the person's face before, and then after they heard the compliment, and no words at all. You just saw their reaction to someone saying a compliment to them. And it was the most beautiful thing. It goes such a long way. You know what I mean? So be careful with who you share your time with, because you become like those people. You know what I mean? Are you around trolls, mean people? Are you around people that, what's your go-to reaction when you see, is it say a snarky comment, or is it, where is your heart? Where are you at? So that's kind of my take on my philosophy on life is let's get better at it, Let's get better at this thing. That's why we're here. I mean, let's get better at it, get more enjoyment out of it. What else are we going to do? Just run out the clock until there's nothing left and say, what did we accomplish? Nobody on their deathbed ever looks back and says, man, I wish I had spent more time at work, or I wish I had, it's all the things you didn't do that you're going to regret. You know what I mean? So, live now in such a way that you don't have regret later. You know what I mean? I talked about that a little while ago on one of the three most common things people hear. These are people that work with people on their deathbed. What do they call them? I can't remember the term. Anyway, is I'm sorry. I forgive you. Think about how heavy that is. I forget the third one was. But I'm sorry, please forgive me. I forgive you. Those are so heavy. Can you imagine waiting your whole life on the last moment of your deathbed? You're freaking out about something because you didn't tell somebody you want to build a bridge, amend that bridge before you draw your last breath. Let's live our lives in such a way that all that junk is handled now. You know what I mean? So at the end, you aren't thinking about that. Hold the hand of someone you love. Maybe your kids are going to be around you. Someone, reflect on the good stuff. But let's not be panicking at the end thinking, who should we apologize to? Or who didn't we forgive? The whole forgiveness thing, I've never understood that. Forgiveness isn't for the person you're forgiving. Boy, I think that's why people that don't forgive. Forgiveness isn't for the person you're forgiving. It's the funniest thing in the world. Forgiveness is when you forgive somebody, it's for you. I'll never hold a grudge. I've said this for a long time. You know why I won't hold a grudge? I'm way too selfish. I'm not going to carry that around. Are you kidding me? Listen, and this is the truth of it. I forgive people before they ever ask me for the forgiveness. I'm never going to carry a grudge around. I don't even care if they don't ask me for forgiveness. I'm never going to carry a grudge around. It's like letting somebody live rent-free in your head. Why would you do that? I won't. So when someone, in life, you'll have people come to you and say, hey, do you forgive me? I'm like, of course, man. Forgive. So handle those things now. Let's live our lives in such a way now. Let's get better at the game now. And handle the things now that most dumb people who don't think about it, who aren't engaged. See, if you aren't engaged, you're handling all the stuff at the end you should have handled throughout life. If you're engaged and your switch is up, you're dealing all the good stuff now, so that at the end you can just reflect on what's happened. And those are moments. Not, hey, listen, why did we wait? I should have said I'm sorry. Or, of course I forgive you. Live smart, right? So there's my philosophy on life. Let's get better at it. You only get one trip. You want to watch it. You want to be in it and experience it. All right. There's my podcast for today. So I'm sorry about no update. Trust me, I am wickedly disappointed. But I'm going to bring my paperwork in there tomorrow and say, you said Monday. All right, people. Love you, mean it. If you have anything you want me to talk about, any subject matter, don't do politics or divisive things, but if you want my take on something, you want me to talk about something, go to the comment section and say so. Someone asked me to talk about my first pepper and how that all got started, although I've talked about it a ton of times. Clearly not enough, because that person hadn't heard it before. So one day, in the next several days, I'll be doing one of the podcasts on how it all began. But again, if you have something you want to see me talk about, go to the comment section and say so. Thank you. Thank you for all the views you guys are watching, all these old videos. You're going to johnnyscoville.com. Thank you so much. So you see the links right there. There's the pepper. Click it. You're riding with me. If you don't want to miss a video, click the bell for notification. Select all so you don't miss anything, but visit us daily. So, because even if you select all, you're going to miss stuff. League of Fire there. More videos here. What a cool little, I kind of like the way it looks. Let's get them, all right, guys? I'm Johnny Scoville. This is just a podcast.